Presentation is everything when you're applying for a job. Um, and when you're homeless, your presentation is not everything. Like, it's very bad most of the time. You go like months, sometimes without haircuts. Um, and an employer will look at that. Like, okay, is he keeping up with himself? Who am I letting into this job space? It's very hard. But now I'm in the interview looking like a pepperoni face, no hairline, breath smelling horrible, clothes dingy. And they're like, I don't want that type of smell in my restaurant. I don't want that type of look, that odor in my business, actually. So it's very hard. Someone has to, the person in hiring you has to have a heart and see that you're trying to change, and either had like a son or a nephew that's been through the situation that you've been through or something similar to relate. And that's like one in 10. Like my last job, I worked at McDonald's. I couldn't afford slip resistant shoes. I got the job, but that's because I was living with a family member for like 2 weeks so I can get the job. And literally I couldn't get the slip resistant shoes. And I was waiting for my first check. I got my first check, cashed it in, but like 3 blocks down, I got robbed. So I was like, man, there goes that. Second check comes, it goes to an address that I have no idea, like what is this address? So now I've done like 6 weeks worth of week. I mean 6 weeks worth of work, and only got paid once out of the 2 pay periods. I mean, I'm sorry, 3 pay periods. And because I couldn't get the slip resistant shoes, and I couldn't pay for the they couldn't have me at the job site anymore because it's a liability on their company, which is, I understand. I didn't get mad, but I still got mad because I asked them, like, can I have assistance? I need help. Can I get an advance? Like, I didn't know what else to ask for, and they started telling me, go home, go home for the day. You're in those shoes again. And those were my only shoes. I'm still homeless. I'm just at this address for 2 weeks to get the job. I'm not at the address anymore now. And I told them that. I was like, okay, let me just be unprideful and talk to my boss. Let him know what's going on. And they fired me. So now, and since then, it's just been very, very hard looking for a job. It's the presentation, man. That presentation is key in trying to be an employee of someone's company and be a face of someone's company. Because if you don't look the part, you don't look like the job, you're not going to be at the job.